Hello, friends. Welcome to Prof. Nabla Math class. In this video, we are going to solve a word problem. And the problem says that when a teenager age is increased by 2, it gives a perfect square number. When the teenager age is decreased by 10, it gives the square root of the perfect square number. If the teenager is 5 years older than her brother, find the ages of the teenager and the brother. This is the information given for us to solve. So let's analyze this information mathematically. And to do that, let's take the first part of the problem. And it says that when a teenager age is increased by 2, it gives a perfect square number. And this sentence talks about two different things. That is the age of a teenager and a perfect square number. So I'll say that teenager, and here will be perfect square number. I will now use two different variables to represent the age of the teenager and the perfect square number. So let me use x for the age of the teenager and y for the perfect square number. And if you read the first part, they are saying that when a teenager age is increased by 2, increased by 2 means we are adding 2 to the age of the teenager. And that will now be x plus 2. It gives a perfect square number. So this will give us the perfect square number, which is y. Then we'll call this one equation 1. Then let's take the second part of the problem. When the teenager age is decreased by 10, it means that this time around we are going to subtract or remove 10 from the teenager age. And that will be x minus 10. It gives the square root of the perfect square number. So this will be equal to square root of y. Then that will be equation 2. Then we can now solve these two equations simultaneously to find our values of x and y. But it will be good for us to remove the radical sign in equation 2, the square root sign in equation 2. And to do that, we have to square both sides of equation 2. That means that I'll have x minus 10 all square is equal to square root of y all square. And to expand this side, the left-hand side, then x squared, x times minus 10 is minus 10x times 2 minus 20x. Then this place, minus 10 times minus 10, that is minus 10 squared. I'll get positive 100, which is equal to, this 2 will take away the square root sign, and I will now have y, and this will be equation 3. I can now solve equation 1 and equation 3 by using substitution. That is, wherever I see y in equation 3, I'm substituting x plus 2, because in equation 1, y is equal to x plus 2. So in that case, I will have x squared minus 20x plus 100 is equal to x plus 2. And this time around, I'll bring x plus 2 to the left-hand side, leaving the right-hand side to be equal to 0. And this will now be x squared minus 20x plus 100. If positive x is coming to the left-hand side, since we are sending it across the equal sign, it will be negative x. 2 will be negative 2, which is equal to 0. I can now have it to be x squared minus 20x minus x will give me minus 21x. And 100 minus 2 is 98, which is equal to 0. And this is now a quadratic equation. You can now solve this quadratic equation using the methods that we normally use to solve quadratic equation. And I'm going to use the product and sum method to find my two factors. That I can, if I multiply, I can get 98. If I add, I'll get minus 21. And those factors are going to be, factors are minus 7 and minus 14. If I take minus 7 times minus 14, I'll get positive 98. If I take minus 7 plus minus 14, I'll get negative 21. So these are my factors. I will now replace them in place of 21 in order to get 4 terms. So x squared minus 7x minus 14x plus 98 is equal to 0. I can now factorize them by grouping them into 2 terms. And here x is going to be my common factor. That will be x outside into x minus 7. Then this side, 14 will be my common factor. So I can take my minus 14 outside, x minus 7. Because 14 times 7 is the 98. And this will be equal to 0. And you can see that those in the brackets, they are the same. So you pick one of them. So I'll take x minus 7 and then take those outside the brackets too and put them in brackets. X minus 14, which is equal to 0. I can now say that x minus 7 is equal to 0 or x minus 14 is equal to 0. And solving this, x will be equal to 7. When you send minus 7 to this side, it will be positive 7. Or x will be equal to sending negative 14, there would be positive 14. So that means that the values of x, we have 7 or 14. And I'm using this particular procedure. Maybe another person can solve this quadratic equation using x is equal to minus b plus or negative root of b squared minus 4ac all over what? 2a. And this one, I'll call it the general quadratic equation formula, where a represents the coefficient of x squared. So in this case, a will be 1. B is the coefficient of x, and here will be b will be minus 21. C is the constant term, and for this case, c will be 98. So if you use this particular formula directly, you will get your answers to be 7 and 14. So now, our x is 7 or 14, but we are saying that let x be the age of the teenager. And you can see that a human being cannot have two different ages. It's impossible. So that means that one of these is supposed to be the right answer. Then you pick the right answer based on the condition given in the question. In the question, they are saying that the person is a teenager. Then you now ask yourself, who is a teenager? And we know that a teenager is a person whose age falls within 13 to 19. And 7 and 14, which of them will fall within 13 to 19? And you can see that the possible answer is going to be 14. That means that teenager age is equal to 14 years. And if you read the question to the last part, they said that if the teenager is 5 years older than her brother, find the ages of the teenager and the brother. So we have been able to get the teenager age to be 14. It's now left with the brother. But from the information given, they are saying that the teenager is 5 years older than her brother. It's not for you to get the brother age, you have to subtract 5 from 14, and that will give us the age of the brother. And I say that brother is equal to 14 minus 5, and that will be what? 9 years. So these are the ages for the teenager and the brother. Thank you for watching this video, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Prof. Nabla Math Class, so that you'll be notified anytime a new video is being uploaded. You can also like and share my Facebook post for your friends to watch. Thank you once again, and have a nice day. Bye bye.